So now we need to be able to interpret the value of R. So R being Pearson's product moment correlation coefficient. We're also going to have a look at the effect of outliers. So let's start with looking at the value of R. Now this table needs to go into your notes, it's very important. Now remember, the straight lines around R mean the absolute value. So this is not including the sign that R has. So if R is between 0 and 0.25, or between 0 and negative 0.25, then that is a very weak correlation. And this strong correlation would be if R was between 0.75 and 1, or between negative 0.75 and negative 1. So as we saw in our last example, we had a R value of 0.8 something. So this is bigger than 0.75, so that was a strong positive correlation. If R is positive, then we have a positive correlation, and if R is negative, then we have a negative correlation. So the value of R tells us about the type of correlation that we have. Please make sure you have written down these boundaries and which word we associate with it. This is how we can quantify whether the correlation is strong, moderate, weak, or very weak. Now we're going to do some multiple choice questions. So please assign which one you think is most likely for these sets of data. For A, B, C, different set of values, but the same strategy. For A, B, C. Different values for A, B, C. Using your calculator, please try these questions. Make sure that when you give your answers, you are rounding appropriately and using the correct mathematical terminology. Try question 4. Now, question 5. Outliers can be identified from our graphs. So once you have plotted the graph, you can identify the outliers by looking to see which ones aren't following the trend. So you can identify the outliers by eye. Try these questions. You're going to plot these using your graphical calculator. Find the value of Pearson's product moment correlation coefficient. When you go back to look at your graph, identify which points are the outliers. So you will need to use your calculator efficiently to find out which points those are. Then delete them from your set of data and recalculate the value of R and find out how much R has changed. So I don't want to know the new value of R, I want to know the change in R. So you'll have to do a calculation where you find the difference between the first value with the outliers and the second value without the outliers. You're going to do this for these 3 sets of data.